The year 2020 has seen revelation after revelation about UFOs and alien life, from Donald Trump's hints about spaceships landing on Earth to the discovery of life on Venus. And former Ministry of Defense UFO investigator Nick Pope claims this year's extraterrestrial activity is unprecedented, telling The Sun, "All of these stories are fascinating in their own right, but when you put it all together, it's nothing short of sensational." 2020 has seen revelation after revelation about UFOs and alien life. Credit: Alamy here. He analyzes this year's top 10 UFO stories. British government to release more UFO files. The year's first big UFO story was the shock announcement in January that the MOD was planning to release more top-secret X-files detailing real-life alien encounters. In response to a Freedom of Information Act request, it was revealed that unlike previous releases of UFO files, these latest documents would be made public on the Gov.uk website. 12 of Brits believe in aliens and think we should be making plans for an alien invasion within the next 50 years. Credit: SWNS. South West News Service. The plan was to publish the material by the end of March, but then COVID-19 hit, delaying many planned releases, including this one. The deadline was changed to the end of the year, but with the pandemic worsening, this looks increasingly unlikely. Alien invasion fears to mark the release of a new TV adaptation of the classic sci-fi story War of the Worlds. An opinion poll published in March revealed that half of Brits believe in aliens and think we should be making plans for an alien invasion within the next 50 years. 3/4 of those surveyed thought that governments know more about UFOs and aliens than they're letting on. Earlier in the year, a similar poll revealed that around half of Americans believed aliens had already visited the Earth. UFOs officially exist. For the past 3 years the world has wondered about the 3 videos of U.S. Navy jets chasing UFOs. The New York Times broke the story on the 16th of December 2017, but some people haven't convinced the videos were genuine. They were. On the 27th of April this year, the U.S. Department of Defense issued a statement confirming that the films were indeed Navy videos. 12 Commander David Fravor described the UFO as an act of war. Credit: ABC. They stated the phenomena shown in the 2004 and 2015 films, taken on a forward-looking infrared camera, were officially categorized as unidentified. A witness to the 2004 encounter, Commander David Fravor, described the UFO's jamming of Navy radar systems near the aircraft carrier USS Nimitz as being an act of war. U.S. Congress demands action on UFOs. On the 17th of June, the powerful and highly secretive Senate Intelligence Committee drafted the Intelligence Authorization Act for fiscal year 2021. Alongside the usual material that goes into such legislation was a truly extraordinary section under the heading Advanced Aerial Threats. In it, the senators demanded that America's top spy chief, the Director of National Intelligence, produce a report on UFOs, detailing what the various intelligence agencies know, and coming up with a plan to stop UFOs flying into restricted military airspace. Intriguingly, the Vice President-elect, Kamala Harris, sits on the committee, and many wonder if this will have a bearing on how President Biden plans to deal with the issue. 12 Senators demanded that America's top spy chief, the Director of National Intelligence, produce a report on UFOs. Credit: Alamy. In an interview with CBS, Senator Marco Rubio, the committee's acting chairman, said, "If it's something outside this planet, that might actually be better than we've seen some sort of technological leap from the Chinese or the Russians, or some other adversary that allows them to conduct this sort of activity." He's been the most controversial and outspoken U.S. president in history, but might he still have one final surprise up his sleeve? Never before has a sitting president dropped so many hints about UFOs. At the end of a press briefing in an April press briefing, he referred to one of the films of Navy Top Guns chasing a UFO as a hell of a video, and has also confirmed he attended a briefing on the encounter. 12 Donald Trump has dropped many hints about UFOs in 2020. Credit: AP. Associated Press. 12 UFO enthusiasts believe an alien spacecraft crashed in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. Later in the year, in a Father's Day interview on his son Don Jr.'s TV show Triggered, he responded to a question on Roswell, where UFO enthusiasts believe an alien spacecraft crashed in 1947. He said, "I won't talk to you about what I know about it, but it's very interesting." If he does know the truth about aliens, the most likely time for him to disclose would be in the final days of his presidency. It would cement his place in history and would throw a huge monkey wrench into Joe Biden's presidency. Pentagon sets up UFO hunting unit. In August, the Pentagon issued a sensational press release, confirming the establishment of an unidentified aerial phenomena task force. The top-secret unit was set up in part to meet the Senate Intelligence Committee's demand for official action. 12 The Pentagon confirmed the establishment of an unidentified aerial phenomena task force. Credit: Alamy Task Force's mission is described as to detect, analyze and catalog UAPs that could potentially pose a threat to U.S. national security. Few details of their day-to-day work have emerged. But in early December, a leak from serving intelligence community personnel to media outlet The Debrief revealed that the Pentagon experts hadn't ruled out an extraterrestrial explanation for the ongoing series of encounters between UFOs and the U.S. military. Life on Venus. September brought a shock scientific discovery that made headlines all around the world: news that life had been discovered on Venus. Maybe. The scientists, led by Professor Jane Greaves from Cardiff University, detected a molecule called phosphine in the hellish Venusian atmosphere. 12 Scientists announced they had detected a molecule called phosphine in the Venusian atmosphere in September 2020. Credit: Science Photo Library. It's not clear how such molecules could form through natural processes, so this may be evidence of microbial alien life. The implications are vast because if life arose not once but twice in our solar system, life isn't some sort of one-off cosmic miracle, but a natural process. It suggests that life should be commonplace in the universe. In a study published earlier in the year in the Astrophysical Journal, scientists estimated that there might be 36 intelligent civilizations in our Milky Way galaxy. Given some estimates of how many galaxies there are in the universe, this would suggest there are about 72 trillion civilizations out there. MOD withholds UFO photo for 50 years. In October, The Sun exclusively revealed a shock government decision to keep the most spectacular photo in the MOD's UFO files secret for another 50 years, sparking fury from UFO enthusiasts. The photo, which had been displayed on my MOD office wall for years, showed a vast diamond-shaped craft that had been hovering over the Scottish countryside near Calvine in August 1990, before shooting away vertically at immense speed. 12 Nick Pope recreated an MOD photo depicting a UFO sighting in Calvine, Scotland's best representation we have of the actual photo is the result of a collaboration between myself and a graphic artist and was produced for a Channel 5 TV show. I'm confident it's a near-exact recreation, but sadly, the public will have to wait for decades to see the real thing. On the 30th of November, former President Barack Obama gave an interview to U.S. comedian Stephen Colbert, in which he dropped a heavy hint that UFOs were real. Colbert asked if Obama had ever tried to get top-secret information about UFOs when he was president. 12 Former President Barack Obama gave an interview in which he dropped a heavy hint that UFOs were real. Credit: Workbook Stock. Getty. Obama confirmed that he had, but replied can't tell you when Colbert pressed for details. An awkward back-and-forward exchange followed when the Late Show host said to the 44th Commander-in-Chief that he'd take his response as confirming aliens were real. Colbert said, "All right, I'll take that as a yes. Because if there were none, you'd say there was none." Israel space chief says alien existence of Israel's most senior and respected space scientists, Chaim Eshad, shocked the world in December with claims that there has been an alien presence on Earth. He spoke about secret bases on Mars and said there was a real-life galactic federation. 12 Space scientists Chaim Eshad shocked the world with claims that there's an alien presence on Earth. He alleged that President Trump had been on the verge of disclosing the truth, when he was persuaded not to, because of the global panic that would result from the revelations. Just a few days after the story emerged, former CIA Chief John Brennan gave an interview where he said the UFO phenomenon might constitute a different form of life. 12 Nick Pope worked for the Ministry of Defense for 21 years. From 1991 to 1994 he ran their UFO project. If you like our video, please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you will be notified when we come out with new videos.